Hello farmers and welcome back to Pallegney on Farming Simulator 25. I think that's the way I'm going to pronounce it because that's the easiest way for me to do it. Pallegney. If it's completely wrong, I do apologize, but that's what I'm going with. As you can see, I'm in a John Deere combine harvesting some canola. And yes, this is the contract that was in last episode that you saw that was going to pay us pretty close to 25 or just over $25,000 to do. I've been on here for the past hour. A worker has been doing this. I went ahead and did a dead wood contract for a couple reasons. One, it paid for the workers' fees to harvest this field, so that was nice. I've also done a weeding contract right in that field right there. Actually, the Steyr tractor is right over there. That contract's done. I think that paid roughly about $8,000, so that's gonna be some good money. As you can see, the worker did miss, or I wouldn't say miss, but for some reason didn't harvest in this location. And I got another spot down there as well. But after we get all this field harvested, we'll take a trip on down to the sell point, and we'll be able to collect on this contract. We'll also collect on the hoeing contract as well. And yes, the bale wrapper is still in the sale page. At least last I checked it was. And that is what I'm going to go ahead and buy with the first really chunk of change that we got. I mean, I did buy a chainsaw last episode, but it was for $1,000, and I don't mind doing deadwood contracts if I got workers doing contracts alone, because a quick deadwood contract, as I said, can pay for your workers' fees for a while. So nice little offset there. So basically, yeah, for the past hour, besides me doing a deadwood contract, a hoeing contract, while the worker was kind of in this big, large field here, I was just kind of like looking at the map and just going over some things. I think where else I ended the last episode in a grass field by the river. I still think that's probably our best starting point for a couple reasons. One, the grass field. I mean, yeah, it's a grass field. Two, it does not need to be plowed or limed. So there's other grass fields that need to be plowed and or limed or both. So the yield in that field will not be good. You know, like, well, what's the big deal? Just go ahead and dig it up and do all that stuff and replant it. Well, I don't have the machinery, and of course on this series we can only buy from the used section. I can lease up the items, so might as well just hold on to money and buy a grass field that's all set to go. It's a decent sized grass field. I like the location. I like being next to the river. I think that's where we're going to be. So that's going to be our starting field. But yeah, the first set of money that we get here is definitely going to go into the bale wrapper because it's something I am going to need. Another thing that's going on, yeah, you may look at the harvester and look inside the hopper. There is no grain in there, but if you look at the bottom right-hand corner, it says it got 6,000 liters. It's kind of bugged out a little bit, so I'm not too sure what's going on. I've been running into some weird things today, so if you were in today's live stream, you saw where, you know, I always play with crop destruction on, but now I'm getting crop destruction even though the crop is just in the first growth stage on fresh stocks. That's where the live streams are taking place in that map. And right now on this map here, I'm harvesting but not showing any canola in the combine. So that's kind of weird. But any hoozles, let's go ahead and we'll just back up and we can leave it here because these are, of course, all leased or borrowed for the contract. So let's head on down to the sell point. We'll complete the delivery, and of course any extra canola is ours, but we're just going to go ahead and sell it today. Don't care what the price is because, well, I can't store it in my chainsaw, so it's going to have to be sold. And then we'll see what happens, but I got the time scale at 0.5 just because I don't know if the stuff in the sales items is done by real time. So like if you play like an hour or two, does things change? Or is it done by game time? I'm hoping it goes by game time. Stuff in the sales page, so we can buy that bale wrapper. Yeah, I mean, we'll have a bale wrapper, but we won't have a tractor. We won't have a field. We won't have... The only thing we have, we just got the bale wrapper. That's all we'll have. But the way it's been kind of going since I started playing about an hour ago on here, things are just not going my way, so... yeah, I had a lot of issues getting the combine and the header down here. The wheels kept going into the road on the header. So I'm hoping maybe it's just that header. I'm hoping it's not a problem with a map, or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I have no idea. And then I've been having some issues with traffic, like always, because you know me. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Hills of Tuscany, where the cars are just kind of darting out in front of you. You think, okay, I got to the intersection in time. They will stop before I do, or at least let me go through. No, they're just like coming right on through. So it's just the little things like that. I just need to get used to how the map is and how the traffic is and all that. Yeah, I'm still getting a feel for the map. I think when I got done recording the first episode, I've been on the map for just an hour. I've been on it for an hour today, so I got 2 hours on the map so far. So I just need to... I'm starting to learn my way from the field that I was in, which was kind of up in the northeast corner of the map. And of course, now we just passed the store and then coming into here. Yeah, learning the approach to this sell point here with a truck and trailer, you got to get it just right or it's not going to go in. Either the front end's going to clip or the back end's going to... Yeah, I turned it not quite enough. There we go. Now we're lined up good. This trailer here also I got to get used to because this has the 3 compartments into it. So we're going to unload the first compartment first. I'm hoping we get a lot of canola off that field. I did not see what the yield potential off that field was. But, you know, it's kind of one of those things like, well, it is what it is, right? Let's get to the middle. And hopefully we start seeing the money go up here soon. Oh, the camera just went right into the building for us. How nice. There we go. So already this is looking pretty good. Alright, so 37.63 on that, but we got more. We're not done yet. We got another 6,000 liters to sell. So yeah, that contract's going to be pretty good. So we'll just say roughly about 7,000 in extra grain that we got. $7,000 in grain. That is great to see that. That was more than I was expecting. Let me just see on hoeing contracts before I, you know, collect on that one, see if there's any others. There's one more, but I think it's on the other side of the map. That's why I didn't do it. And so let's go ahead and just collect on these. So, yeah, this hoeing contract, 5,916. Collect on that. And the harvesting contract, it was, oh yeah, almost 25,000, but after leasing fees, 23,401. And there we go. We're up to 52,000. But we go on the sale page. Yes, we want this wrapper. Wrapping in white, black, green, nature green, empty. I think we're going to go with this green right here. I think that'll show up more. I don't like black. I didn't like it on Riverbend Springs. Actually, you know what? I think we'll just go with white because that's really going to stand out. And really don't need to change anything else. Yep. Let's go ahead and buy it. So 27,432. So we got ourselves a wrapper. All right. So now the next thing, since there's nothing in the used section that I want to buy, this is where you focus, where I'm going to focus now on. All right. We need a piece of land because I can't buy anything unless it's in the used section, right? So what's there is there. It was actually field 91. I think it's going to be 91,000. So we are a ways off on that. And that is okay. Because like I said, I don't really have a set plan of like I got to do this by year 1, year 2. It's just the challenge of being able to buy stuff in the used section. So we're going to go ahead and speed up time here. So we'll keep our eye on the store and keep our eye on contracts and see what come up. So let me just go ahead and speed up time here. Like I said, I'm looking for really good contracts. Plowing contracts could be good. If a real good plowing contract comes up, I'll borrow the items, but then I'll lease the Black Sheep modding plow because, well, why wouldn't you? There's no rules against that. I can lease up to 5 items, remember? Until we own some stuff. That is good. So there is our bale wrapper ready to go whenever we get the chance. So, all right, yeah, nothing here. Not that I'm saying anything that pops up is going to buy it. Because like if a tractor pops up now, I won't be able to afford it. But it'll be nice to shoot for. So let me speed up time here, and more than likely I'll see you in September because it's getting kind of late in the day already. So, yeah, hopefully some good contracts will come up here soon. Well, morning is here. Some contracts have come up, and you can see we got some borrowed items here. We got the Macdon with the mower, so we're going to be doing 2 mowing contracts to start September. And yeah, a hoeing contract. Just looking for the quick ones to earn us some money real quick. So let's back up with the Macdon. So somebody got 2 mowing jobs. Let's go ahead and we'll get this started on the first field that I can go ahead and harvest. Not the field that we're going to be buying in the future. So let's see. Which one did I borrow the items on here? Does it tell me? Leasing cost. So I did it on 89. So if I do field 88 first, that is where I need to go. Where is field 88? Alright, so if I just go across the store, go down by the wheat field, go past our future field, and just cut across, that's where field 88 is. And then I got to do 89, which is over here. Or actually, no, cut across here, down through town, and then down that road. Alright, I think I know the way. So he says. Starting to know the map a little bit, like I said. As for things in the sale page, nothing of interest at all that we are looking for or even can afford, so just ignore the sale page for now. I think it's going to be key to get the grass field, because once we get our grass field, at least I can lease some equipment and start working in it. But when I'm doing contracts, I don't know what equipment I should be leasing because I don't know what contracts I'm going to be doing. So it's best just to borrow on those for the time being. Once I own our grass field, I can then lease a tractor, a mower, and a baler. And since we already got ourselves a wrapper, we're good to go on that front. I do have the balers that have the windrower on front. So that's like a 2-in-1 kind of an item, isn't it? So I can get a mower that wide spreads and then just use the balers with the windrower on front and bale up that way, make it a little bit easier. Am I going? I don't know where the road is I'm looking for, honestly. Kind of went by it, didn't I? Sorry, new guy in town. Pardon me as I turn around. Maybe here? Or make sure the cruise control is up, so when I hire work and to mow the grass, it'll be fine. Alright, should be good to go. Alright, we'll tab over to the Steyr. Same equipment I just used, but it's a hoeing contract. Let me grab the weight. Yeah, and the wrapper's gonna have to stay here because I technically don't own the land, so I can't bring the wrapper down to the field I want to buy because I don't own it. That'd be kind of rude to the other farmer. So the store's gonna have to keep it here for a little bit. All right, where is the hoeing contract? All right, so out this way and up and around and do this. Okay. See if I can find my way there without having the mini map up. So you can see where the fog is. The fog, of course, well placed along the river, as where you would expect it to be. And just really looking for those big contracts, but I gotta remember, I'm not playing on fresh stocks where the fields are really huge. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at the mini map. I feel like I'm going the wrong. No, I am going the right way. I just feel like I'm going the wrong way when I turn at that bridge. I feel like I'm turning more than what I'm actually am. So I thought I was going more east than north. So the thing is, I'm not sure what field I'm doing. Oh, it's this one right here. Alright, so I should be able to see the weeds no problem. Good thing with weeds is, well, we can get rid of them pretty quick with a weeder. That mowing contract may take a moment, though. And so hopefully this weeding contract works. Alright, yep, it's showing, so that's good. Yeah, weeding contracts in the fall. I had it happen a couple on Riverbend, and I had a couple on Fresh Stocks. If I came over here and the crop was withered, and there was weeds in it, the weeding contract would not work, I would think. That's what's been happening on the other maps. Don't know if anyone's else been running into that issue, but I mean, if you were there for the live streams, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so once again, I know there's a lot of new people that have come to the channel since I started live streaming Farming Sim, and I appreciate you being here. So yeah, once again, maybe you weren't here for Goldcrest Valley. So the rules are pretty simple on this map. I mean, we started with absolutely nothing, and so no land, no equipment, no nothing. And the rules are, I cannot buy anything from the store that's brand new. There are some exceptions, like a chainsaw, because that's not going to come up in the used section. Maybe a front loader to go on a tractor. Those are hard to come by in the sales section, but they do happen. But yeah, everything I want to buy, or want to buy for the farm, is got to come from the used section. I can lease items, but I can only lease up to 5 items. And it does sound like a lot, but as I said in episode 1, it really isn't. When you have nothing and you got to harvest the field, I put some thought into that when I did Goldcrest Valley. I was thinking, all right, I'll just lease a couple of items. I was like, well, wait a minute. If you harvest the field, you're going to need A, B, C, D, E, F. All right, so I need about the 5 items. So to start with, we can lease up to 5 items from the store at a time, and we can only buy from the used section. So it does make it tricky when you say, well, I want a tractor. You just can't go to the store and say, well, I want the Deutz, or I want a Case, I want a John Deere. It's like, what's in the used section? What comes up first? What fits in your price range? And does it fit the needs that you need currently for your farm? So that's where we're at. So that's why I like the bale wrapper. Am I ready for a bale wrapper? No. Is the farm going to need a bale wrapper relatively soon? Yes. Well, it's in the sale page. You better buy it now, because it may never show up in the sale page again. So that's why I bought the bale wrapper first. I mean, if there was nothing in the sales page that I needed or wasn't even close to what I need, then yeah, save up money, buy a grass field, then lease a tractor, a mower, you know, maybe return the mower, then lease a baler. I did a lot of that in Goldcrest Valley, where I was at my max amount of items leased, and you pretty much had to, like, well, mow the grass. Well, let's go baling. Well, I got to return the mower first, then I can lease the baler. It's a fun little challenge if you're looking for a challenge. But if you just want to farm, well, you can still enjoy the ride that we have here on Pallegney. Or Pallegney. I have no idea. But I'll say it 200 different ways, and every way will be wrong. I am liking the modded maps I'm currently on, this one and Fresh Stocks, because the signs, you can't knock over the signs, which is very nice. I know, I knocked over hundreds of signs multiple times on Riverbend. Yeah, so I got to get used to this map and try to not, because I've been a lot on Fresh Stocks, which is a 4x map. Looking at the size of the map, fields on this map, they look huge, and they still are. But I got to remember, it's not a 4x map, so it's not as big as I'm thinking it's going to be. Because it really only took us an hour to harvest that canola field that we started the episode on. So it didn't really take that long. Alright, let me go ahead and we will get this hoeing contract done. And we'll see if well, actually if there's another one, I won't be able to do it. Because you can only have 3 contracts at a time. If there's another hoeing contract, well, I got to complete one. But I can't collect on this one because I would need the hoe and tractor. Well, we just got to wait for that grass field to get cut, I guess. A lot of fog on this part here. I may want to visit my grass field, or the one I want to buy, to see how much fog we got there, because that is down by the river. I don't know how much fog we will have on this map. If it's like Hutin Pentai, which I have not been on, but I heard a lot of people talk about how foggy it is there. I wonder if it'll be the same here. Not really running into a whole bunch of fog on fresh docks, and ran into fog once, you know, occasionally on Riverbend, but that wasn't that bad on that map for fog itself. Alright, so this contract is complete. Yes, the mowing contract is still going on. It is at 30%, but it's going to take a moment. Before I do that, let me just check for... well, there's a plowing, harvesting. What do we got there? Ooh, peas. No thanks. No thanks on that. Alright, so I guess we'll collect on this hoeing contract because that's all we got for there anyways. So, it is 5,159, which is nice. I think what we are going to do, though... man, I'd really like to see some... Because it is harvest season, so fields are getting harvested. So that means plowing, cultivating contracts should be popping up more. Fertilizing contracts have not been that appealing. Yeah, I think we'll see, because we do have... Looks like they're giving us a John Deere 9X with a decent sized cultivator. Field 14. Well, let's go ahead. We'll borrow those items. Is it a 9X or is it ART? I have no idea about model numbers on John Deere's that well. But either way. Alright, where am I going? Where's field 14? Alright, so down that road again. Okay, I think I got you. Round and round we go. I've taken this road quite a bit today, so the map is starting to come a little bit familiar. Alright, so I was going to visit my grass field to see how foggy it was. Alright, let me get down to field number 14, and I'll jump over to field 91. I think I can remember field 91 because field 91, the grass field I want, is 91,000. So field 91 goes for 91,000. So that means we're almost a third of the way there money-wise. If I can just get it by the end of the year, at least get one cut into it, that'd be good. And this is the building an area that you spawn at when you log on to the map if you don't have a home. Which I do not. I'm living in the streets of France. That's just a weeded field, and of course I think the field that we need is going to be right here. Let me just teleport over to field 91 for a second, which is here. Visit. I mean, so yeah, there is fog at the river, but up mostly where we're at is not too bad. So yeah, this is the field I'm aiming for. And as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, does not need anything in the field. 100% fertilized. Yield bonus is 87%. But yeah, it doesn't need to be plowed, limed, or anything. So the good thing about grass is it's never going to require lime afterwards. And I shouldn't say afterwards, but it does need to be plowed. So we are good on that front. Here's another withered field. I'm seeing a lot of this on fresh stocks as well, where farmers are not harvesting their crops, it seems like. But I think my plan is, as we said last episode, in case you forgot or did not see it, I want to buy this field as our starter field, the grass field. We can make silage out of it, and eventually buy the wheat field behind it, and we can make our farmyard and everything, maybe production buildings if we want. We can expand it onto here as we slowly grow into a viable farm. Anyways, let me go ahead and put this cultivator down. And this thing turns on a dime, as tractorized tractors do. Now, since I don't have a train on fresh stocks to see, I'm noticing the train on this map. It seems like the frame rate on the train is terrible. It's like sputtering along. I don't remember the train on Riverbend doing that. But I will say that I'm on the map longer. I'm appreciating how well it's done over. How well it's a beautiful map. As for getting around the map and how it lays out, I'll see how it feels as I go on. I think maybe I just feel empty on the map currently, because I don't have anything other than a chainsaw and a bale wrapper. But I think once I finally get my first plot of land and I have a home, if you will, we'll be good to go. Once I get myself that little plot of land, I do have Omatana's, I think it's called the Hobo Hut Pack. So on fresh stocks, I got myself a pop-up tent. I may put myself down just a little like gazebo home, if you will. I think that's maybe like $1,000. So at least we'll have a place to stay. And I think I used that on... Where did I use it on? Maybe it was on East Vineland. I had that home for a while. Don't recall where I did it. But I did it somewhere. I did do it somewhere. Yeah, so today I don't think we're going to have enough money to buy the grassland. Just looking for those big contracts to come in. You know, I think on this map I got to shoot for like the $10,000 to $20,000 contracts. Those are the big ones. I don't think they're going to be the same price as they are on fresh stocks. And it'll be the plowing contracts. But what I'll do, since I don't have a tractor, of course, I'll borrow the items from the contract. But then again, like I said, I'll probably lease Black Sheep Modding's plow. That way I can rip through the fields really quick. But I am glad I did that harvesting contract, because that gave us $25,000 plus $7,000 in crops. So that was like a $32,000 contract, minus the worker fees. But as I said, I did a deadwood contract, cutting down trees to offset that value. All right, so it looks like the Macdon is finally getting his Macdon on in field number 88, and I should be able to collect on that contract when it's done. But I got this contract here. I need to do myself in the lovely ARX. I think it's the ARX. Hopefully I got the model number right. If I'm wrong, well, you can correct me, even though I just read it when I was at the store. But anyways, like I used to say in FS22, and I think I did a time-lapse actually in the first episode here, but what makes the job go by quicker if you just turn on the radio and find the station of your choice and just let the tunes make the time go by quicker.
Let me know, do you feel me too? Let it show, 'cause babe, I'm into you. We've been on and off, in and out, up and down, too many times. Now it's time, show me what you got.
little bit of a drag race of who's going to finish first, me or the worker. One of the Franks. I don't know who's in the MacDon, but they are 93%, we're 91%. But of course, they got a head start jump on us, so I think we will finish first. So also, yeah, I was just thinking while cultivating this field, there should be 7 collectibles, I think, on this map. At least that's what it says in the stats page, so maybe? I don't know how much they're worth. So if anyone knows what they were worth in 22, or maybe you even know what they were worth in 25, let us know. I think I may check the building behind us, because that does look like a location that may have a collectible at it. You know, I may just collect one to see how much they are. I mean, that'll be a nice little boost to get us up to owning our grass field sooner rather than later. I just hope they're not worth like 100 grand or something like that. Although 100 grand would give us enough money to buy the grass field. So, it'd be a really good start. Alright, I'm at 98%. They're down to 97%, so we've taken over the lead in percentage-wise. And I am done. Just in time. Let's see if there's any other cultivating jobs that are worthwhile doing. Cultivating, not really. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to collect on that. Yeah, we're going to come over to this building. I'm going to put the helper hut on it because I have no idea what the collectibles would be. Oh, this is actually a drop-off point for something. Maybe you can sell grain here. I have no idea. Power on? Wait, what? Power off. I have no idea. Can I climb that? No, I cannot. Anything in these? Nope. But that does look pretty cool. Just checking every little square inch around here. Like I said, I have no idea. Oh, what is this place? The Saint Ferez mill. So I guess it's the grain mill. I think on this one here you can do grain and oil. Like I said, I don't know what I'd be looking for a collectible. If you think this would be a building, you may find one. Oh, no, fell down. Is there a way back up? I hear ducks, but see none. Don't think I'm seeing anything here. But then again, like I said, I'm not sure if there are collectibles on the map, or is it like fresh stocks where it says there are and there are none. Maybe you can sell wood here? Is that what that's for? No, that's not a sell point for wood. I couldn't interact with that. Alright, really not seeing nothing here. Let's go over to the MacDon, because that is done. At least with this job. And now I need to go over up the road. Okay, kind of across where we were. I mean, not too bad. We started the episode, I think we were just short of 16,000 at the time. And currently we're at 33,000. I can collect on the contract we just finished. So we have doubled our money, and we own the bale wrapper. So, I mean, overall, not too bad. So, yeah, if you do know, let me know about the collectibles, or maybe I'll may even search right afterwards, because I'm kind of curious curious of maybe where they're at. Maybe not where they're at. Do I want to know where they're at? I don't know, but I mean, I guess I'm going to find out one if I look it up, because I guess got to find out how much they're worth. All right, hire a worker for that. And yeah, this one is not leased. That one is leased. Yeah, so we can collect on this. So 6,322. We will collect on that one. And let's see, is there any other really good paying contracts out there currently? Harvesting contracts, I don't mind that much. It all depends. Plowing contracts, if that said like 8 grand, I would borrow. Well, the thing is, I would say borrow the tractor, but I don't think the tractor like that would be able to haul around unless I reverse the plow, the black sheep modding plow. So currently nothing there. And there's a deadwood contract, but not paying that much either. So yeah, this contract will get finished up. How much is this contract paying overall? It says $47.80, but after the leasing fee, about $4 grand. So that'll get us actually up to about 44, which is almost, don't go in that river, man. That'll get us about halfway to field number 91. So we just got to keep plugging away at these contracts for the time being. But yeah, let me know about the not the contracts, sorry, the collectibles. And let me know how much they are worth a piece in 25. But like I said, I may just have a quick peek if someone already has it on there. I haven't checked the map review yet on this map either, so maybe Mr. CVP will have maybe where a collectible is or something like that. I have no idea. But yeah, we're getting there. Hopefully by episode 4, we will have enough money to buy our field, unless keep an eye on the sales page. Yeah, there's nothing here. Originally, I thought this was a mower, but this is a windrower only. So, yeah, and the one thing I would do once we get a grass field, like I said, again, I can lease things. I can't buy them from the store. I can just buy stuff from the used section. But what we could lease for balers to get ourselves like a 2-in-1. If I go down to, where are the balers? Are they activated? Yes, they are. So we got the windrowers on the baler. So if I get a mower, a wide working mower, and it just puts it down in a spread cut, we can use this to swipe up the grass and bale it. And then, of course, we got ourselves the wrapper to go ahead and wrap it on up. And in 3 months after that, we can sell the silage, which would be great. But I'm going to let Francesca. Yeah, looks like Francesca is the one in there cutting our grass on this contract here. So I'll get this done in between episodes, so that'll get us up to about 4,400. Maybe I'll do a deadwood contract just to get us to like 45,000, because 45,000 is half of 90. We need 91, but you get where we're going at least. But anyways, yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. So if you made this far in the episode, appreciate you still being here. And if you haven't done so, and you'd like to help out the channel, hitting the thumbs up button does quite a bit. You can hit the thumbs down button too if you want, but leave me a comment as to why you did, but no one ever does. And if you're new here, you might want to hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss out on more content like this. But yeah, that's what we're going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you right here in Pallegney. That's what I'm going with, I think. But until then, have a good one.